Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Board Student IRL, back for another video, and today we are doing a mod review, a Minecraft mod review of the mod Calemi Utilities. This mod is a utility-based mod that adds in some cool tools and some cool utility type blocks, but the main part of the mod is the economy part of the mod. It makes it really easy to, on a server, it's really meant for servers, to set up shops really easily, and different kinds of selling type items. And that's the part that I want to focus on this video, and we're going to get into the other stuff at the end, but let's get into the economy part first. So the basic economy block is that we want to worry about first is the trading post, and this is how you make your basic shop. And the trading post is made with, let's take a look at the crafting recipe. Trading post, we make it with glass and these gold chips, which are made like this. So it costs a little bit of gold, a little bit of iron, a little bit of glass. It's not too bad. And the way that they work is you need, if you just right click on, let's start with how you set them up first, actually. So you need this security wrench in order to actually tamper with them, because what the mod developer has done, which I think is really smart, is that to basically edit these blocks, you have to have a wrench, and you can only edit your own blocks, because it wouldn't be very good if other people could edit your shop blocks really easily, of course. So you need the security wrench, which is, again, the recipe isn't too bad. Just some iron, another gold chip. So what you do is you right click on it, and then it brings up this GUI right here. And then you can either set buying or selling right here. And right in the middle is where you set the item. So you can set buying, actually, and you can put like an oak plank in there, for example. Set the amount that you want to buy and the price, and then people can right click on it. It'll take the items out of their inventory, and then put it in here, and it'll give money back. And then for selling, which I've set up here, you can sell a wooden, I'm selling the wood knob, and I've set it that you can buy one for 5 RC is what the currency is called. So let's talk about RC for a second. So there's 4 different types of coins: penny, nickel, quarter, and a dollar. And you can actually find these around the world, rarely in caves. And it, like you can see right here, they come in stacks of 8. And you can do these stacks right here like this for lots of different, for all the different types of coins. So I just break them, it'll give me 8 back, just like that. And then the way that you use them to actually interact with shops is you need to make this wallet. And you make the wallet is pretty easy too. It's just some leather, a penny, and some paper. And what you do is you right click on your wallet, and you can see right here I have 127 RC in my wallet. And of course, a penny is worth 1, nickel's worth 5, quarter's worth 25, and a dollar is worth 100. And so what I can do is I can put stuff in your wallet. You just put your coins right here, just like that, and then you can just take money out of your wallet if you just want to give somebody money or something like that. But what's more cool that you can do is so I've set, like I said, I've set up the shop block for 5 RC. I can buy 1 wooden knob, and so if I right click on it, it gives me the wooden knob. And you can see in here that 5 RC have gone away. But if I right click on it more, there's not enough items in stock because there's only 1 wood knob in there. So I'd have to right click on this, put the wood knob back in, and if I want to take it back out again. And you can see, of course, when you just do a regular right click on this block, you can't access it. You need the security wrench to get into here. And now, so that's the way the basic block works. But as you can see, I've set up a bunch of different trading posts right here, and I've connected them with these network cables. Now, what this does basically is it connects them to your network. Now, this is basically your banking network, and whenever one of these trading posts makes a sale, it routes the money directly to your bank. And you can see that I was messing around with this a little bit earlier. I already have 15 RC in here, so I can withdraw. I have to put my wallet in there in order to do it, and then I can say withdraw, and it gives me all that. But you can also deposit, and it deposits all of my money in there. And I can say withdraw again. Then you can also put, of course, you can put coins right in here too if you just want to go directly into your bank. But if you want to see it again, you can see I bought that wooden knob, and there's 5 RC in here, and it should work for any of these other ones. You can see I bought them right there. Actually, so I set these up as admin posts. One important thing to note is that you can actually, if you go into game mode creative, it recognizes you as a server admin, and then you can just buy, you can just set one of these items and you can buy an infinite amount of them like that. But you have to do it in creative mode for it to recognize that. But I wanted to recognize that we're doing the same one. So if we go into creative mode and we break these, and we put, and then we go back into game mode survival. Crap. Game mode survival. There we go. Then we put our trading post down. We take our wrench once again, right click on it, and let's say we're selling 1 wooden knob again for 5. So I can buy from here. Oh, I can't buy from there because there's not any wooden knobs in there. Let's put a wooden knob in there. Wooden knob. So we do right click on that, and we need to do this one too. I forgot to put the knobs in there, and right click on that. So you can see now there's 15 in here, so I can do this. I should be able to do that, and there's 20. And then if I put the wooden knob back in right here, there's 25 in there. So the basic gist of how it works, and you can connect as many trading posts to it as you want. They just need to be connected by these network cables. The network cables also come in this opaque network cable right here. What I'm guessing is it's just like a way to look at nicer, make it look nicer if you don't want to put the cables under something. But that's basically how it works. There's a few other there's one other shop block, and it's the market. And now this is very server, well, I mean, this is all very server oriented, but with the market, you basically, as the server owner, can set something that you can buy from the market in the config files. And I'm going to provide an example below that the mod developer has kindly provided in his own little information page on the mod, which I'll also put in the description below. And you can basically, in the config files, set something that anybody on the server can buy, and there's basically an infinite amount of it, and it's just set at a certain price, and you can buy it as much of it as you want. So you can see that you can really get super roleplay with this, which I think is really cool about this mod. So there you go, market, trading post, bank, we've all gone over that. So that's basically just how it works. You've got your wallet, you can take your coins out of it. So that's that. So let's get into some of the other blocks. I'm just gonna go over these ones over here first. So let's look at the torch placer. So the torch placer is kind of what exactly it sounds like. You can see in the inventory here, you can put torches in the inventory. You see it's enabled right now. You can disable and enable it. And what it does is it places torches in dark areas, and you can add range and speed upgrades to it, like the ones found over here. And these can be used in a couple of the different blocks we're about to show. But let's show how the torch placer works. So if we go into the inventory and we put torches in here, then we do time set night. Let's watch it work. So let's enable it. Maybe put a speed upgrade in it like that. So there you go. Now you can see it work. So now it's putting torches in a certain radius. And if we throw the range upgrade in there, then you can see it puts them a little farther out. So this is great. This is a great little thing. You can like bring it with, you can use it to place torches around your base, or you can like even take it mining with you, and you can just place it down in the cave, and they'll put torches down for you and that kind of stuff. Very nifty little block. Let's take our range and speed upgrades with us. We may need them again. The mob beacon. Mob beacon is super cool. You don't even need a torch or a torch. You don't even need range and speed upgrades for it. Basically, what this does is it prevents the mobs in a certain chunk from spawning. So if this is in a chunk, it prevents it from spawning, and that's pretty much as simple as that. That's how it works. If we can even look up the recipe for it. Mob beacon. You can make these gold chips again, iron swords, wood, and then this motor, which is another thing from this, which you need a diamond for, of course. So you do need a diamond to do this. And actually for the torch placer, yep, this needs a motor too, and an ender pearl. So these two are both semi-expensive because they do pretty powerful things, especially the mob beacon. But that's how those blocks work. Moving on, the iron scaffold. The recipe is super simple for that. It's literally just, you know, a bunch of iron. Let's get some more of it, because this stuff is very, very neat. I was playing around with it a little bit earlier, and I was very impressed with some of the stuff you can do with it. And what's nice too is that a lot of these items come with info on the tooltips. So you can see shift, temporary block used for getting to the hard to reach places, and then control. You can see the controls. If you use an open hand on the block side, it'll teleport you to the top of it, and if you're on the top, it'll teleport you to the bottom. Sneak break block, it'll break all connected scaffolds. Left click block, it'll place scaffolds in a line. And really cool, you can sneak left click the block and place scaffold downwards. So let's show this off. We're gonna go back into game mode survival. Okay, and then so if we just put a scaffold down, there you go. That's how it works, and you can do that. But if we do this, if you left click the block, it places scaffolds in a line, so you can see that. Very, very cool. Goes out very far. And then we can also, if we sneak break the block, so if we sneak break, breaks all of them just like that. And then let's try out the teleporting. If we use open hand on it, like that, so right click on it, so we're at the top and we're at the bottom. Very, very, very nifty. And then of course, if we break this and this, and get to the top of this, jump over here. Ah, man, I'm just utter trash at parkour. Just like that. And we do, once again, sneak left click. Sneak left click. You can see it's placed it all the way to the bottom. Very, very cool. So this stuff can be extremely interesting. Extremely useful for a lot of different things. And I love all those neat little tricks that it's added in. And then a few more of the things. Raritanium ore is an ore that spawns throughout the world, and it's used with crafting some of the other stuff that we're going to look at. So the item stand, you can display some items in it. You can just throw a plank in there so it displays an item. But what's cool is if you right click on it with the security wrench, you can kind of change how it works. You can change to the translation. Means like it'll move it like, let's say five up. Let's try doing five. Translation means for all you freaking math people out there, it means like moving side to side. So let's try that. 5, enter. Okay, so it's translated 5 to the right. So if we do translation right here and enter, it's 5 up, and then 5 right here, it brings it 5 forward. So you can see that's how the translation works. So let's bring it back to 0. So you can see this, obviously you can do a lot with this. Scale, I'm interested to see how this works. So it widens the wooden block. And then if we do that, makes it taller. And then what about this? Makes it come out more. Yeah. So you can do some cool stuff with that. So then rotation rotates it forward, rotates it to the right, and tilts it to the left. And then spin. Oh man, that looks great. So you can actually just make it spin like that. And then let's try to spin here. Now it makes it twirl. Wow, that looks incredible. Hats off to Calemi for creating this. This looks amazing. Okay, so it just makes it go in a circle like that. I want to test out what the middle one looks like just by itself too. 0. Oh no, what am I doing? 5. So there you go. And then let's take that away once more. And take the rotation away too. And finally the pivot. Pivot. 5. Okay. So pivoted it to the right. This pivots it up. And this pivots it out. So it seems similar to the translation to me. They both do similar things, I guess. But yeah, so this is a very, very cool, neat little block. You can make some cool signs with it and that kind of stuff. I love how highly configurable it is. So that's that. And then so the book stand over here is actually part of a larger thing of an item over here called the location link book. So it creates a link to teleport to, controls if you use it, you can open the GUI. So basically it's a linking book. So if I'm over here and over it, let's do name book, test, add, bind location. Okay, and then if we put this right here, teleports me over here. Simple as that. Very, very neat. And of course I could put another book over there that could, and then link it to over here so I can teleport between the two places, just like that. So very easy little TP system. We can check out what it takes to make them, because I get the feeling that they are rather expensive. The book stand is not. Okay, this needs a diamond and an ender pearl, so it's a little expensive. So those are those blocks, and then the final stuff to look at is all in here. So you can see all these knobs. They saw one of the knobs earlier. They're another set of crafting materials, just like the motor and the gold chip. And you use the knobs to make sledgehammers. And this is a starlight sledgehammer, which if we look at this, it uses the raritanium and a nether star to make it. And there's of course another right one too, and that kind of stuff. And basically what the sledgehammer does, looks very, very pretty. It is a all-in-one tool. So if we do game mode survival, I can just demonstrate that really quick. So it breaks wood just fine, breaks dirt just fine, and all that stuff. And of course it can kill mobs too, but I won't show that off. If we look at it, yeah, it sees right here. Need a pickaxe, axe, shovel, and sword in one single tool. This is your best bet. Controls, if you use it, charge, sneak use, force charge, release use, excavates mines, veins, and fells trees. So there you go. Look at that. So if you force charge, you can break a large area. And of course, I think it works the same for stone and for all that, and for all the different stuff. And then I think for mobs, if you do that, it hits them real hard. And yeah, so you charge it with that, and then the release use excavates mines, veins, and fells trees. Okay, so it doesn't do anything crazy to mobs, but you can see it's a 15 damage weapon, so quite effective. And of course, like the higher the level, like the faster the tool is, the more damage it does, and all the good stuff. So very cool. A couple more things. The blender is very cool. So it blends up food into juice, which you can drink. And then if you use it, you can drink, and sneak use toggles the blend mode. So right now the blend mode is off, but if we go game mode, creative, and we get some food, apple, bunch of these, and then some other food, bread. Okay, so right now you're seeing they're sitting in our inventory. So we take the blender and we shift right click. They're all gone. And when it says all food, it means all food. And then basically it just puts the food, and the better the food is, the more like quote unquote juice it puts in. But there you go, it's like that. And then if we go back to survival, and we set our game mode to hard, and we run around a bunch. When we get hit by one of these slimes, for instance. But you can see if we lose a ham hock, we can drink. And there you go. He gives us some saturation and some food back. Let's test it out on the slime. Oh, crap. Okay. So, let's run back over here. Get away from me. I want to deplete a bunch of hunger so you can see how much hunger it replaces. Okay, so you can see, there you go. Gives me lots of saturation. And if we go back, let's go back to creative mode. Actually, if we just go back to peaceful. But you can see that a bunch of them have gone away. But it basically, it stores food into one block. It's very cool. I like it. It's a very neat little idea. The last couple of things. Oh yeah, the money bags. They contain an assortment amount of a certain assortment of coins. Like that one contained a few different coins. These are set in the configs, and you actually can't get the money bags from loot or craft them or anything like that. They're purely for a server admin to play around with, and they can put them like in the market, for instance, as like a quest reward, and set like the cost to be 1, and then you get a money bag and that kind of stuff. And again, like a link for how a server admin can do that will be in the description. And then finally, we've got our torch belt. Place anywhere in your inventory, automatically uses and places torches in dark areas. So it's basically a portable version of the torch placer, and if you use it, it toggles it on and off, and it does it with torches and inventories. Okay, and then the last part of this mod is kind of a world edit kind of thing. So let's get the tools for that. So the pencil, you can see it places something called a blueprint. Blueprint can be used for mass building. Controls, place blueprint, and sneak use, place the blueprint, change the color of the blueprint. So we just use this. You can see it's putting down a purple block. And the way that this works is if you put these down, and then if they're all the same color and you right click, or if you use like that, it's left click, then it replaces all of those blocks with the same block. And then what you can do that's really cool, of course, is you can change the color. Let's say orange, and then we can do just like this and like that, and then change the color again to back to pink or magenta, I guess, like that. And now when we use wood on that, it just replaces those just like that. See? And then this we have to click on separately, so very cool. And then the eraser can destroy blueprints. So using it just erases one blueprint, and sneak erase erases all blueprints. So if we put down some blueprints again, if we just use the blueprint, it just breaks it. But if we sneak use, Seek use. There you go. It takes all of them away. I think I was doing it wrong actually. If we, yep, you right click to actually remove it, and then shift right click takes them all away. And then finally, the brush, it creates shapes of blueprints for all your building needs. Use /c utils for commands. I was playing with this earlier, and I think that currently it's broken in the mod, but the way that it's supposed to work is you pick one area like that with just right click, and then do another one, and there's so second position right there. And what's supposed to happen is if you do /c utils, it's supposed to tell you the different commands. Right now that you can do like a square / rectangle kind of thing, or you can place a circle, and those are the only two commands. But right now that's not working. But once this gets patched, which I assume is going to happen, that will be working. But that basically is everything in the mod. It's very cool mod. I'm going to be adding we're going to be adding it to our server that you've been seeing on the channel recently, so we can play with the shops and that kind of stuff. But overall, fantastic mod. Very pleased with it. Can't wait to play with it. But this has been your boy Board Student IRL. Thank you very much for joining me for this mod review, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.